Hitendra Dave, the financial space, the financial services space has actually done better, both in terms of representation of women in different roles and functions as well as in leadership positions. I know that this is something that you're championing personally at HSBC, and HSBC is championing globally as well. What have been the challenges of being able to pick up pace on the goal that you've set for yourself by 2025?
Yeah, hi Shireen. So I think one is, you mentioned, right, that you can do everything you want. You go to the campus. That tends to be the largest number of hiring spots for us, and it does become extremely competitive there, right? So from just the sheer number of women employees or potential employees who are available, either middle management, senior management or entry level, the numbers are skewed. So I think when you see engineering colleges, hopefully 5 years from now, 10 years from now, or MBA institutes 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where there's a natural balance. I think you use the word parity and inclusiveness and diversity. So when you get it naturally, and I think conversations such as this will clearly then trigger more and more employers, more and more corporates, more and more boards, more and more managements. So that's, I think, one part, that the challenge is the sheer availability. I think the other thing, I do want to change the narrative a little bit, and that's why I think, why at least I can speak for the firm that I represent, that I think there is almost a recognition and an acceptance that you are not doing anybody any favors.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not doing any women any favor. It's not a tick the box exercise. There is clear data, there is clear evidence that companies that have diversified pools of talent, in this instance we are talking about gender diversity, but could be somebody from a tribal area, somebody from a non-urban area, you do tend to get much better quality inputs into your decisions. So I think that's the other thing. So at least from an HSBC perspective, it's about wanting to make sure that we do a better job. And if we think we'll do a better job by having more women in our executive management teams, in our mid-management teams, that's part of that. So you spoke about reservation. I actually think it's the right thing to do if you want to do a good job. But overall, I think financial sector has had great leaders. We have an ex-deputy governor sitting amongst us. I mean, and we were just talking to her. She was a deputy governor along with another deputy governor who was a woman.
Absolutely.
When I think this subject was not even live, right? And we have had women leaders in some of the private sector banks, and those banks were just known for all. So I think there are lots of role models. You are a role model, if I may say so, for a lot of people. So I think we need these role models. We need organizations to realize that they're not doing anybody any favors. But most importantly, you need women to realize that they can do a great job at home as well as in the office, and the organizations now are more than willing to listen and do what it takes. At least we think we are trying to do.